Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. By land or by sea? Good morning, everyone. It is August 10th. Today's reflection was inspired by another quote from my book, Lux from the Kingdom of Darkness. And I am thrilled to report that fulfillment on that Kickstarter campaign is done. Thank you so much to the backers who have backed it, who were patient with me while I was finishing it, and who supported the production of that book. It will be available probably at the end of the month to a broader audience, and I will share more information here about where you can get it and what's next for that story. All right, let's get to the quote. Cygnus blinks, the rain upon his brow, in his hair, and on his arms, the cool air flowing in and out of his lungs, the swelling of the muscles in his arms and legs and back, his skin tightening around them, his wings, both of his glorious wings working as they were created to, obeying his every command, granting him sovereignty over the skies. Truly, this is what it is to feel alive. And he vows to himself then that he will recognize moments such as these, that he will never again take for granted the miracle that is casting one's gaze upon a field of crocuses in the spring, an early feast for the waking butterflies, or savoring the sweetness of a summer peach, the fuzz of its skin sending a playful chill throughout his body as he takes his first bite, or listening to the rustling of the dying leaves of autumn, who at long last reveal their fiery nature of yellows and oranges and reds to the world, in one last declaration that they were here and that they lived. Or feeling the first snowflakes of winter on his face beneath a gray sky in a silent world, its cold embrace a final farewell to the universe, living out its last moments with whom it has chosen to alight upon. No, the angel will never again take his life and all of its wonders for granted. And he will make certain Lux will be free and safe, able to cherish it as well, for nothing and no man shall stand in his way. And here is my reflection. A sea change is a profound and momentous transformation. The term comes originally from Shakespeare's The Tempest, sung by Ariel about Ferdinand's father's supposed drowning. Full fathom 5 thy father lies, of his bones are coral made, those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change, into something rich and strange. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell. Ding dong. Hark, now I hear them. Ding dong bell. It happens in stories often after a character has gone through hell and comes out the other side. A better, stronger, more empowered version. Captain Crozier in The Terror. Seeley in The Color Purple. And Cygnus of Alarc in Lux from the Kingdom of Darkness, just to name a few. And it happens in life too. If it's happened to you or someone you know, it's a remarkable thing to behold. Someone leaving their old ways of self-pity, self-harm, self-medication, or leaving an abusive relationship and finding the tenacity they didn't know is buried deep down inside of them. And often, whether it's a character in a book or a real-life, breathing human being, along with the strength and confidence, a renewed sense of wonder comes with it. Like Scrooge, throwing open his windows on Christmas morning, breathing in the cold air, feeling the snowflakes on his face, and calling out to the child below with the light of the wonder of being alive in his eyes. Experiencing a sea change is like climbing out of a dark cave and seeing the light of the sun on each blade of grass. Stopping to recognize a smile on a loved one's or even a stranger's face. Having patience and reverence for each stage of a flower, from young bud to full bloom. And then applying all of this to your daily life. And this isn't to say that life is perfect for any of these characters or people who undergo this metamorphosis. It's just that there is a new respect and sense of awe, an added boon of resilience and determination for life and nature, and those with them along for the ride. And the wonderful thing about a sea change is that it can happen at any time, by land or by sea. Yes, they often are the result of a life-changing event, but they don't have to be. Anyone can just wake up one morning and decide it's time for a change. And there ends today's reflection. I've mentioned in a previous reflection that when I was younger, I kind of didn't think people changed. I thought we are who we are, and we'll always be that way. This was a result, I think, of watching my father attempt to change and not be able to, or perhaps not really wanting to deep down. But as I've grown older, I have seen some remarkable changes in people. I've seen sea changes in people. I've experienced some myself. And what a beautiful thing it is about being human. The fact that we can change when we want it. And now it's time for your reflection question. Take out your journal, your napkin, or look out the window, or maybe take a walk and consider the following. Have I undergone a sea change, and am I seeing the world in a new light as a result? Or am I due for a sea change? All right, that's it for today, August 10th. I'll be back tomorrow, August 11th, with another reflection. Have a good one, and take care.